Okay, I'm going to show you how to cut a wine bottle. And actually, it's really easy. It took me a few days to get the courage up to decide to do this, but I finally just rolled up my sleeves and decided to give her a try. And it was really easy. And you can either purchase a bottle cutter online, or like me, you can make one for about $7, $8. And basically, it's just a couple 2x4s and a bracket on each side of this 2x4 and a piece of PVC pipe and a little glass cutter right there that I just kind of screwed on the side of the 2x4, and it works just as well. So here we go. This is how we cut glass, a glass bottle. So I'm going to lay the bottle down, and of course the blade is going to hit the bottom, the side of the bottom of the bottle right there. And I usually use a chair to do this. Now with my bottle cutter, I'll show you. I have a little place that I can actually put my foot here, and I hold it in place. But like I said, you may have a different bottle cutter than me. So I just put my foot in place right there, and I put pressure downwards on my hands so that bottle is getting pushed into that blade. And I just slowly rotate the bottle, and you'll hear it scoring the side of the bottle. And that PVC pipe is keeping the bottle pretty steady so it won't move. And I just go all the way around. You want to make sure that the labels are not going to get scored by the blade, because then it won't cut the bottle very well. Alright, I go around maybe a couple times just to make sure I score it really well, because the better that you score it, the better it's going to separate when we heat it up. All right, now I'm not sure if you can see that score. Do you see that? That's what it's supposed to look like. All right, so now what we're going to do, I'm going to put this bottle in some hot water that I already have sitting on the stove. It's going to sit there for a few minutes. Of course, you can see right here I've got some ice water. So it's going to sit in the hot water for a few minutes. I probably have it on, let's see, a little above medium. So it's pretty hot. I'll let it sit for a second. It's kind of bubbling a little bit. All right, now we're going to take it from the hot water and put it in the cold water and let it sit. All right, after a few minutes, we're going to pop it back into the hot water. And you may hear some cracking. That's because that glass is starting to separate from itself where we scored it. You might hear some snap, crackle, popping in there. All right, we're going to move it back over to the cold water again. And you may have to do this 2, 3, 4, 5 times. It just depends on the bottle, back and forth, but it will eventually break off. The bottom will eventually break off where you scored it. You want to hold it here until all the glass gets ice cold. And then we'll switch it back over to the hot water again. It's basically shocking the glass, and that's what makes it break off from each other. All right, let's put it back into the hot water, see what happens. Start to crack a little bit. I can hear it. All right, oh, there it goes. Did you see that? It just fell right off. No more bottom. You can see it's a pretty nice cut. Take that off the stove. It's making a lot of noise. But yeah, as you can see, it's a pretty nice little cut, and all you have to do is take some sandpaper and sand those edges down, and you're ready to make whatever you want. Let me see if I can grab that bottom. The bottom's going to be hot. There it is. All right, that was easy enough. So as you can see, it is pretty darn easy to cut glass bottles. You just have to have the right tools, and it really is not that expensive if you make your own like me. So make sure to check out my tutorial on how I made my little homemade one, or bottle cutter. And that's it.